Friend Info Adventure Co. is an immaturely mature podcast. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Complete and total darkness. You can't see a thing. You can't even tell if your eyes are open.
I am... You know what? I'm gonna try swimming.
Okay, give me a traverse check.
19.
It's rough. You feel like you're swimming in some sludge, and as you're breathing it in through your mask, you can feel like you have this kind of respirator, right, as part of your mask. But it feels like this darkness is kind of oozing into it. Somehow it's not being filtered all the way out.
All right.
But you are able to swim slowly around.
Just doing the backstroke.
Just relaxing and loving it. But insight. Give me an insight roll.
That's a 11.
You said you're doing the backstroke, but it's kind of odd because, you know, you're doing the pattern for the backstroke, but it's not necessarily like there's water beneath you, or you don't even know for sure which direction you're facing. For all you know, you could be swimming up, down, left, right, any direction, really.
I'm going to look around then, see if I can see a direction to swim.
Okay, roll a search check.
It's a 12.
You're looking around in that darkness. You can't even see your hands, but eventually in the distance, you see a brown, blurry square.
Okay.
And it looks like it's moving towards you.
I'm going to change to the breaststroke then, and I'm going to move toward that.
You start moving towards it, and while you're doing that, you occasionally look down, and you see another large square.
Oh.
And it's moving towards you as well.
If I stop moving, do they keep coming toward me, or...
Yes, they do.
Okay. I think I might just stop moving then and wait for them both.
As you stop moving and you look at them in your peripheral, something catches your eye. You see another square to the right, to the left, behind you, all closing in on you. Everywhere but above has a square coming towards you.
I think I'm just going to wait for them then.
These 5 squares form around you, and you're in pretty much a box. But as the one below you comes, it pushes your legs up and puts you kind of in the fetal position.
Oh, okay.
On top, a final brown square slides over it and completely encloses you in it.
Is that it? Nothing else happens?
When that final one encloses around you, you feel like the darkness that you were in fades. Like it was kind of clinging to you, but now you feel it ooze off of you, drains somewhere. It's not in the box with you, but now you feel like you're in normal darkness enclosed in a box, a wooden crate.
I'm going to knock on the crate then, I guess.
You knock on the crate and you feel it jostle, almost like it was being dropped onto the ground.
I rolled an 18 plus 7, so 25.
Describe how you open the box.
I'm going to kick it open, is what I'm going to do.
Like you position yourself so that you're on your back and then your legs are up above you and then you thrust upward.
Yeah.
You do that and sure enough, the nails lift with it and it, as one piece, just pops up into the air and clatters off to the side.
I'm going to look out then and see what's around.
You stand up out of the box, you look around. You're in a burnt down village. Around you, you can kind of see some figures in the distance, but closest to you are Phaleon, Tarquin, and Mercurius. They're pretty much right outside the box.
Hey, guys. So, what's going on? I'm in a box. That checks out. Nothing weird there.
These are normal things. Yeah, what is it? Where are we?
You're in a... Actually, give me an insight. You since you're asking, I guess.
16.
You're in the ruins of a village. But the buildings look off. Like, as you're looking at them, you start to try and puzzle them together type of thing. And the buildings don't quite line up. Like, if you if you puzzled them together, it would be like the front left corner is higher than the front right corner, and the back left would be lower, and the back one just seems to like round off for some reason. Everything seems like a little misshapen.
Oh yeah, we're just hanging out here in this non-Euclidean town, like we usually do.
I mean, everything looks normal to me. Woke up in a box, don't remember anything. Okay, well, I'm going to get out of the box.
Yeah, you step out of the box, and the world does look different, right? Like, even to you, normally things are maybe a little off for you anyways, but like the ground is gray. There's these dark green kind of veins that web across the dirt.
I'm going to poke one.
Oh, okay. Give me,
Do a poke check?
Do a poke check. Yeah, I'm trying to think if it would be like insight or interact. I think insight, because it's more like, what is this,
Uh-huh. That's 9 plus 2, so 11.
You poke it, and it feels like something is flowing through it.
Oh.
In a certain direction. You can even tell the direction it's flowing.
Okay. Which direction is it flowing?
That way.
Okay. Are these usually here? Have I just never noticed these guys?
I don't know. Isn't that what the floor always looks like in this village?
Maybe in this particular village.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a floor doctor.
Maybe this is green veiny Floorsville.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen dirt veins before. Like veiny dirt.
Vainsboro.
Which way is it flowing?
That way.
Is that a clue? A clue!
I mean, it seems like it's something. Should we go look at the village, maybe? Follow the veins?
Let's follow the veins. Did you say it was burnt out, or is it still on fire, or is a fire long ago?
Smoldering.
Well, yeah, let's follow the veins then.
You follow the veins, and they lead to this hilltop. And on top of that hill, aka the hilltop, the veins meet at the tip, and then there's a pedestal, and those veins go up the pillar.
Oh.
Which looks real
Penisy.
Yep, there's kind of no other way to say it. And even on top, there is a silver plate with like when waiters bring you something and then they lift it up, they uncover a dish.
It's called a cloche.
Oh, damn. Yep, there is a cloche.
All right, well, I regret following the veins a little bit, and I'm afraid to uncover this cloche.
What's a cloche? That sounds real weird.
It does. Also, I don't know how I know that. Guess we can uncover the cloche, I guess. I'm a little afraid what's going to be under there with this dick pillar, but...
Sloshing around the cloche.
Yeah, I'll uncover the cloche.
Yeah, you go, you grab the cloche, lift it up, and there is a marshmallow in there.
Ah!
Are you okay? What is it?
It's a marshmallow.
Shit.
I'm going to cover it back up.
You cover it back up.
I'm going to try taking the cloche off again.
You take it off again, and the marshmallow is slightly bigger.
Oh, God. I'm going to try smashing the marshmallow with the lid.
Give me an interact check.
Oh, boy. That says 6 plus 2, so 8.
You bring it down like you're going to cut it in half with one of the edges of the cloche. It comes down on it, and the marshmallow pretty much grabs it and starts pulling the cloche into itself.
I'm just going to let go. I'm going to let it take the cloche.
And it finishes consuming the cloche, and it has now grown to be bigger than that.
Oh.
Oh, we're going to need like a lot of graham crackers and chocolate bars.
And fire.
And also fire.
All right, well, I don't want to do anything else with the marshmallow. I feel like interacting with the marshmallow is making it bigger, and I hate that.
What if you tried eating it?
I hate marshmallows.
That old saying, you got to eat your fears.
You know what? That's a good point.
That's why I'm always eating spiders. I'm terrified of spiders.
I'm afraid to touch it, though. What if it tries to eat me? I don't know. Is there anything around that I can, like, try and pick it up with?
Roll a search check.
It's a 9 plus 2, 11.
You look around, and you didn't notice this before, but you're all on top of this hill, and you don't see any land around you anymore. As far as like beyond that hill, it's all become water, and the water seems to be rising.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
So even trees that might have been in the distance, you can't see those. You couldn't reach that for a branch or something to use. And the marshmallow has now consumed the pillar that it was on, the dick pillar, and it is probably 2/3 the size of you.
Oh gosh. Do we have our weapons and stuff?
You do.
I'm gonna try hitting it with my buzz axe then.
Roll an attack.
The old problem solver.
It's a 15 for accuracy. Oh gosh. That's a 2.
You slash at it, and your buzz axe scrapes it a little bit. Some white ooze starts to come out of it. It trembles a little and then goes and rolls off of the hill and into the water.
Okay.
And at this point, the water is near the top of that hill.
Well, drowning is better than marshmallows, I guess.
True.
You just proved you could swim,
Yeah.
so you won't drown.
And killed a marshmallow. So,
You guys are on that hill. The water's coming up. It's on your feet. It's rising up. Your legs, hips.
there's nothing around at all, anywhere?
Roll a search check.
It's a 14 plus 2, so 16.
You look around and you don't see any land masses. But what you do see is that a few squares in front of you, just under the surface, a white blob moves across it.
Oh, man.
Hey, I have this fire thing. If I cook that dead marshmallow that you killed because you're so heroic and brave, maybe we could ride it like a raft.
You know what? That's a good point and a good plan. Let's do it.
The water continues to rise, and now you have no land beneath you. You're just floating in the water.
I'm floating. I can still swing a fan while I'm treading water. I can't swim very good, probably.
With metal bits and all.
Yeah, I'm some metal. Metal doesn't float very good.
That's actually, hey, that's a good point. Let's have you and the other metal-limbed dude roll traverse checks.
Flat 15. No bonuses.
3.
Pancake's dad is managing to stay afloat, but Turpentine starts sinking into the water.
Oh no.
You can see bubbles come up as he says that kind of.
I'll try to grab him and pull him back up.
Interact check.
13 plus 2, 15.
Nice. Yeah. You grab him and you're keeping him afloat.
Oh, thanks, good boy. You're the best.
Yeah, no problem.
Turpentine.
Turpentine. Yeah, where'd that marshmallow go?
And as you say that, you get a bump and you look down and it brushes your feet and then swims away. Oh, P.S. By the way, Pigeon is also treading water, just floating instead of flying.
His feathers are going to get all waterlogged.
Oh, isn't that how birds swim? It seems right. Is that the only marshmallow around?
Oh, your fears start to sink in and
Oh,
you have no idea.
marshmallow-infested ocean. My worst fear. Right after cups.
Like the drinking kind or the sportswear protective kind?
Both.
Either or.
Either or, yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. Should we try the fire thing on the marshmallow next time it comes around? It is underwater. I don't know how effective that's going to be, but
Yeah.
it's also a marshmallow, so...
Maybe we could boil it. You ever boil marshmallows? Me neither.
I mean, it's worth a try, I guess.
Yeah, because you can like boil hot dogs.
Yeah, I do, often. Okay, yeah, so, I don't know. I guess let's try that. With the marshmallow, I mean, not the hot dogs.
Yeah. I'm going to fire fan the marshmallow the next time it tries to brush a leg.
Roll search.
Wait, do marshmallows float?
Surely they would.
Probably.
Right, could we use the marshmallow as a flotation device?
I mean, I think that was the plan, but right now it's kind of sharking around like Jaws.
Anyway, I rolled me a dirty 20.
You see it approaching.
Target acquired. Commencing hostilities.
How do you do this?
I guess it's gonna going to be kind of tricky to swing a fan while you're treading water. I'll just kind of flail it at him. Maybe splash it like a big overhead whoosh into the water.
Into the water. Okay, perfect.
And it is a 13 accuracy?
You don't need... Well, yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
5.
You bring it down, and it catches fire in the air and then goes under the water, and you see the marshmallow start to blacken and then turn gold around that edge, and the fire is there for a second, and then it dives deeper into the water. But you see the flames kind of die down as it goes down deeper. But not like extinguished by water, like the fire lit up underneath the water.
Wow.
It seemed like that worked. At least a little bit.
That stands to reason. Nothing about this seems strange at all.
Yeah.
Can we see anywhere to swim to?
Roll a search check.
13.
You don't. But you do see something coming from below you, directly below you.
Is it the marshmallow again?
It's not. It's not white. It's brown.
Is it chocolate?
Wild enough. It gets right below your feet, touches your feet, pushes you upward, and it is a boat made out of chocolate.
Oh.
Okay.
So now you are standing on the deck of this chocolate boat. Very pirate-esque type boat.
What are the sails made out of? Is it just like chocolate sheets?
Yeah. White chocolate sheets, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Feels like Willy Wonka.
Well, somebody's got to do it. I guess I'll swab the poop deck.
I'm going to batten me some hatches.
I don't know. I guess I'll look around. I just want to see if there's anything here.
Roll a search check.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you definitely can see a wheel for the ship. There's like the captain quarters, but it's not completely enclosed, and you see a figure in there.
Oh, all right. I'm going to go see who it is then, I guess.
As you see him, he sees you seeing him, and he emerges from the shade of his canopy onto the deck. Yarg, mateys. And it's a wooden guy with a human leg from the knee down.
Also, just like a pirate. It's just a regular pirate.
Yarg. It's me, Legpeg. Old Captain Legpeg.
Hello, Captain Legpeg. I'm very glad that you can save us from the marshmallow that was chasing us.
Aye, I've been hunting that marshmallow for all me life.
Yeah, is that what took your wooden leg?
Yarg, it was.
Oh man, okay. Do you want us to help you kill the white marshmallow?
That sure would be kind of you if you would. And surely, you know, if I were to like perish in this, I would want you, Captain Vanilla Face, to take over for me.
Yeah.
That feels slightly racist. Maybe let's go with Captain Scarborough. Nope, Captain...
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Captain Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Yep, that'd be a fitting name.
Yeah. I was going to say call me Ishmael, but I don't think that's a joke for nobody. If it was like 1860, that would be a great joke.
Hell yeah, all of our listeners in 1860, that was just for you.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, should we help him kill the marshmallow?
Does this ship have any cannons?
Why would I need cannons for hunting a marshmallow?
How are you planning to kill it? If we hadn't rocked up, what was your game plan?
Or like harpoons that look like marshmallow roasting sticks.
I mean, you just described me sword.
Oh.
And he unsheaths a sword, and it's a marshmallow roasting stick. It's got the 3 prongs at the end so that he can, skewer and roast multiple.
Okay, so to be able to do any damage, the marshmallow has to be right in front of you then.
I see no problem with this.
Okay.
And surely I will be the one to kill it. I won't die in this process because I'm the main character.
And it already ate your leg?
Yes.
So you know, like the crocodile in Hook, it's got a taste for you now, yeah?
Yes. I also hate stopwatches.
We could use you as bait to get the marshmallow onto the deck of the boat, and then when it's on the deck of the boat, we can kill it. Probably in time before it eats you. Almost certainly.
Well, since I'm the main character, I see no problem with that.
Let's do it.
And suddenly, a white tendril emerges from the water, reaches up onto the deck, and grabs Captain Legpeg and takes him overboard. You're the captain now, Captain Parsley, Sage, Marion Time. Avenge me.
Well done, good boy. You got yourself a boat.
God. All right, it's happening again. Let's kill this marshmallow.
Another large tendril shoots out of the water and then goes down onto the deck, and it looks like tentacle. And then another one comes and goes on the other side of the deck.
It's a graham kraken.
Hey.
From the side of the boat, you see the point of a white piece of marshmallow, and as it rises up, there's the burnt spot and golden edges around the burnt spot, and it rises up more, and it is in the shape of a squid.
Oh man, all my worst fears coming together.
You're the captain, good boy. You've got to give the orders.
Well,
Make somebody walk the plank. Surely that will solve this.
I mean, we have to kill the squid. So, is there anything around that we can kill it with? Can we try the fire thing again?
I can infuse Pigeon.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm going to infuse Pigeon with fire and send him towards the marshmallow squid.
Is he going for the face? One of the tendrils? The tentacles?
Yeah, I think he's going to go like the tentacles that are on the ship. Attack those, so he lets go.
Okay.
Or she, because not all characters need to be boys, okay? And I rolled a 9 points of damage.
Which tendril? There's the one towards the front of the ship or the back of the ship?
It's going to do full circle. Just go through both. Go around the boat. Ship? I don't know.
Am I here?
Okay, give me a badass roll. So this will fail or not.
Why do you assume it's going to fail?
I mean, if it's a badass roll, then can we all join in?
Yeah. You've infused Pigeon with fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after Pigeon does his flyby, I would attempt to use Wendy the sharp fan on the brittle, burned parts, because they'll be easier to snap once they're crispy.
I think I'm just going to try to chop it. Going to use my buzz axe like an axe and just chop at one of the tentacles.
Can I add to Pigeon's fiery fireness with my fire fan? Make him double fire? I'm like, here you go, buddy. Bonus fire.
Yeah, that sounds groovy. So let's see. 40 is your goal collectively.
17.
First, do you add your badass rank?
Oh yeah, you do get to add your badass rank.
Oh, in that case, 20.
I got 11.
Do I get to add my badass rank if I rolled a 2?
Yeah, it would be a 1, and then you would add your badass rank on top of that.
Okay, so 3.
13.
So 47. So sure enough, yeah, you infuse Pigeon. Pancakes, Dad.
I stoke the flames with my fire fan. Whoosh him up a little bit.
The flames get bigger. He goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah, even further beyond. It's over 9,000 or something.
He's got this blue spiky hair made out of flames in the middle of the big fireball.
He's like screaming.
Yeah, screaming with power, not pain.
Yeah, like Goku.
Exactly.
What does Good Boy think Pigeon's name is?
Pigeon.
Is Pigeon? He knows Pigeon, but
Yeah.
that checks out. That sounds right.
How you describe it? What does he do to attack the tentacles?
Okay, so I infuse Pigeon with fire. It's going to fly through the tentacle, go around the ship to the other tentacle, and go through that tentacle.
Roll 2 attacks for Pigeon, and you get to add the big damage instead of the small damage modifier. And Mercurius, roll me a D12.
I rolled a 1 on my D12, but my big number is a 3. So 4.
You're going to add 4 damage to Pigeon's attacks. Pigeon goes and attacks the front one. What's that damage?
14.
Okay. Goes around, attacks the back one. What's that damage?
18.
Which tentacle are you attacking?
I follow Pigeon, so once he flies through and makes the hole in the tentacle, I'm going to hack at the edges of the hole, like to cut the tentacle in two, basically.
The tentacle is about the size of your body. Give me just an attack roll, but you get to add your big number for your damage modifier.
I deal 10 points of damage.
And which one were you doing? Front or back?
Whichever pigeon went to first. I guess because by the time I'm hacking away at that, pigeon will have flown to the second tentacle.
Perfect. Yeah. So you follow through on the first one, start slashing away at that. You get a chunk of it out, cutting it pretty good. And then, good boy.
I'm going to do whichever one Tarquin did not do.
So the back one.
Yeah. So I'm going to try where Pigeon burned it. I'm going to try to cut it. Going to try to chop it.
Okay, go ahead.
So that would be a 17.
Yeah. You deal 17 damage to the back one. You cut it in half, and the severed half flops back and forth and then slinks off the other side of the boat. It withdraws its severed tentacle, and as it does, chunks of ooey gooey marshmallow come flying out of it.
Nice.
So there you go. Yeah, you've got a badass move done. Roll initiative.
I got a nat 20.
5.
I got 13.
19.
So good boy, you're up first.
I'm going to throw my buzz axe. So I'm going to try to hit the other spot, like the other weak spot that's already been hit in.
Go for it.
I rolled 27 points of damage.
You throw that, you hit where Tarquin's already cut away, and it severs it. It lets go of the boat completely at this point. It's over the edge. You can see its little mouth open, and it's like, it has a beak. Squids have beaks, right?
A little marshmallow beak.
Yeah, a little marshmallow beak. Sure enough, more white guts spray out on there, and the boat starts to wobble back and forth. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now it's off just to the side of the boat. So your buzz axe may not be able to hit it unless you do something to get into melee range for it.
Is there any sort of weapons on the boat?
No, there aren't. Not on the surface, at least, that you see. There is a deck below.
I'm going to try to go to the deck below.
Okay, roll me a traverse check.
That's a 3 plus 3, 6.
You start to run and you aren't fully paying attention. And as you're running, your foot steps into some of the marshmallow guts. It sticks to you. The bottom of your shoe is now real gooey, and it's making it awkward to run. So like every time your right foot hits the ground, it's like, you know, like it takes just a little bit of extra effort to make that one come unattached. So you get to the stairs for this turn.
God, it's just like my nightmares. It's like how you have dreams where you're running slowly from something, but I have dreams where I get stuck in marshmallow.
And with that, let's go to Phaleon. Pigeon is still on fire. You've infused him. He's got this turn left.
So the tentacles are off the boat?
Yep. And then the body and face and head of all whatever is left of that squid is to the side of the boat, probably like 2 squares away from the deck of the boat.
Would Pigeon be able to fly around like the head? Or would that be another badass move?
Yeah, he can do that.
Okay, he's just gonna like trace along around the circumference and just like sear it.
Are you going for, golden? Are you trying to make a golden marshmallow here? Keep it at that distance or a little closer where you do want it to burn?
I want it to burn. Definitely. We want it to burn.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll that damage.
15 points of damage.
And it's fire damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
With this being a marshmallow, definitely weak against fire. It starts to blacken and catches on fire. And its whole body is on fire, but it's not blackening all the way around it yet. It's kind of slowly turning to the like golden, and then it'll go black. It's going through that process. But now, even below the surface, the rest of its tentacles are on fire. That was Pigeon's attack. You still have an attack.
I'm gonna use my grenade. Do I have to do accuracy on that? Because I have 1 grenade left.
I thought you had the teleporty arrow grenades anyway.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, it ignores range. It teleports directly to the target and freezes them.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 2. 3 points of damage.
Okay, where are you aiming for? It is a pretty large squid. You can see, like the beak, the head, there's the pointy top, eyes, all of that. Ears. Wait, no ears.
I just want to do like the middle area of his face or her face.
Your grenade teleports to the middle, just above the eyes, and you see ice form, and it makes a icy unibrow on it and deals that 4 points of damage. Weirdly enough, it doesn't melt or anything. The flames are still going on around it.
Well, I mean, yeah, unibrows don't melt. That's insane to think that.
And with that, it is the ooey gooey squid's turn. 2 of its other tentacles come up. They're on fire. They slam down on the deck. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Is our ship going to melt? We're chocolate.
2 new fiery tentacles come up out of the water. They slam down on the ship on both sides, and it starts shaking the ship back and forth. Everybody roll a traverse check to see if they can keep their footing.
3. I'm going to be fine.
7.
I also got a 7.
11. Nope, 12.
Phaleon, you're the only one to be able to keep your footing when this happens. Mercurius, the first one slammed down, and that was enough to knock you on your ass and backwards a little bit. You tumble, and then the second one comes down, and it slams down right on top of you. And you take 9 points of damage.
9 points of tasty, marshmallowy damage.
And you are trapped beneath the marshmallow that is on fire. You can feel the gooiness from the toasty marshmallow on top of you, and then the chocolate that is below you start to melt as well. Tarquin, the front of the ship one slams down in front of you, knocks you off balance, but you use your hand and put it on top of the marshmallow to rebalance yourself, but now your hand is grabbed by the marshmallow.
Ew.
So it is sunken into it. Good boy, you were right by the stairs. It shakes you and you fall down the stairs, taking a nice little tumble. You take 7 points of damage. Hey, but you're at the bottom of the stairs, so in a way it helped you.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's one of those comical things where you tumble down the stairs and then you hit against a wall, and it's your back is against the wall, but you're upside down. And with that, it is Mercurius's turn.
I'm under a tentacle and some melty chocolate. I must escape this tasty, tasty prison.
You could just chew your way out.
Yeah, I'm gonna bite it. I'm gonna bite it. Yeah, I'll bite the tentacle.
Roll a interact check.
Okay, 14.
Okay, roll an attack, like a melee attack.
Okay, so an accuracy of 16 and a damage of 6.
Describe how you do it.
I open my mouth and I chomp the tentacle that is on top of me
You're smashed by this tentacle, right? So it is on top of you. You essentially are just biting upward.
Yeah.
You bite a mouthful, which is big to you but small to it, but it does take that damage, and you heal the 6 damage as you eat that marshmallow.
What? I'm a vampire? You guys, I'm a marshmallow vampire.
And all the white goo dribbles down your chin and spills out your mouth. Gets in your beard.
Yeah, it sprays in my face.
Anything else you want to do?
I don't think flavor-wise, because I'm pretty well pinned down. I don't think I could realistically get to my rifle or my grenades, or I suppose I could summon Pancake, but I don't know if I want to do that yet.
That's fair.
So I'll leave a chomp. I'll bite him.
Okay.
I'm just flirting with it at this point. I was going to make a joke about, because my rifle's corrosive, I was going to say, oh, well, it's a squid of ice and fire right now, and that's copyright infringement, so I got to shoot it with some corrosive damage.
And with that joke, let's go to Tarquin. Your hand is stuck, but it is your turn.
Okay, so my hand is in the squid, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep ploughing into the squid with my hand, have a bit of a rummage, see if I can cause some internal damage.
Okay. Which hand is it?
Okay, I'll roll a d12. Odds left, right, even, yeah? I got a 2, so it's right.
So your robotic arm.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a... You know what? Give me an interact check.
So that one.
Yeah, you're reaching around in there, and feeling all sorts of kind of chunky parts in there that maybe it's, a muscle in there or something. You're not quite sure, but without realizing it, because you're so focused on just feeling around in there, you're now up to your shoulder, trapped in it, and even part of your right side of your body.
Whoops.
So you are snug against it.
Did I hurt it? Just make it mildly uncomfortable.
No, you're feeding it at this point.
Oh, is it eating me?
I mean, you don't feel anything necessarily munching down on you, but you're being consumed by the mallow.
Give in to the mallow.
I don't know. Is there anything else you would want to do? You can't do another attack, but...
I might just call you, be like, guys.
And I'll respond from under the tentacle with...
Yeah, no, I think I'm pretty much done.
We go back around to Good Boy. Good Boy, you are at the bottom of the stairs, upside down, smashed against the wall.
I'm going to try to look around to see if I can see any weapons on this deck.
Roll a search check.
That's a 6.
You see windows with glass panes. Weird. Not weird. I mean, that's totally normal. Ships, of course, need to have glass pane windows. And then you see a couple of wooden crates.
I'm going to stand up then now.
Go ahead and roll a traverse check.
That's an 18 plus 3, so 21.
Sweet. How do you do it? How do you get upright?
I think I'm just going to try to do it all in like one motion. So like roll over backwards and then like up.
You see a tentacle hold up a little sign next to the window and it says 9.9.
Nice. Thank you. Can I still have enough movement to go over to the crates?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, and that was part of why I had you roll, was to see kind of how long it takes you to, but that was so smooth that it really didn't take you any time, right? Like it's essentially like moving one square, so you had more squares to move after that. You run up to a crate.
Can try to open it.
Roll interact.
15 plus 2, 17.
How do you open it?
I think I'm just going to like punch down through the lid.
You do that, hand goes right through it, and then you lift it up, and it's like the lid just slides off essentially at that point as you lift it up, and it's attached to your hand. Shake it off, goes to the ground, and it is open. And what you see in there are a bunch of cups.
Oh, God.
Red Solo cups everywhere.
Does he lift them up and proceed to party?
No, I run away and proceed to scream.
Roll another traverse check.
Oh, Lord. That's a 4 plus 3, 7.
As you run away, you bump the crate and it tips onto its side and the red Solo cups start rolling towards you. But we'll stop right there for that. Is there anything else on your turn that you want to do?
No. I mean, I can't really attack because I'm not really close enough. Yeah, so no.
Okay, are you running back towards the stairs to go back up?
Yes. Well, no, maybe not, because I still want to see if I can find... I want to do another investigation check on my next turn to see if I can find anything else.
Okay. Cool.
So...
Yeah, and there are more crates to open. That was just the crate that you opened.
Okay.
Nothing devious, of course. Okay, with that, we go back up to the top, and Phaleon, it's your turn. Pigeon is no longer on fire.
I think I want to assess the situation. How damaged is this marshmallow squid? And could I steer the boat somewhere else?
Let's do insight.
6.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see much. You see a burning squid. Parts of the ship are kind of melting because of the tentacles on top of it, but the steering wheel is on top of the canopy where the captain's quarters were, but that pathway is blocked by a fiery tentacle that's on top of Mercurius.
Okay, so maybe I should help. Yeah.
That's up to you.
All my elementals are shock. Would that help at all?
With the insight that you rolled, you have no idea.
Yeah, okay. Sounds right. How close am I to the tentacle that's blocking my path and trapping Mercurius?
A few squares away.
Okay. I will do my crappy sniper and aim towards that tentacle. Oh, nat 20 for accuracy. I rolled a 10 on my D10 and a 12 on my D12.
Whoa.
So not only did I roll a nat 20, got all these other cool things.
So you get to add a D12 to your attack.
So 24 points of damage.
And because it's elemental, you have a damage bonus for that as well because of one of your skills.
Oh, 25 points of damage.
That is awesome. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to watch a video.
Do you think it's like tentacle related?
Probably.
Maybe he's legit watching a video about squid, so he knows like how they work.
No, guys, it's way better than
Do you
that.
think there's any videos on YouTube of like how electrical damage affects squids?
Or marshmallows.
Marshmallows. That's what I watched, was
Oh,
electrocuting a marshmallow.
No way.
There's a video
go.
of that?
Yeah, there is a video of that.
What?
Okay.
One video, one person in the whole fucking world thought, can I electrocute a marshmallow? How have not more people done this?
what's the guy's name? Can we shout him out?
Yeah, hey, thanks, a dumb rate. We'll be uploading some more videos with electrocution soon.
God.
Is that their thing? Okay, all right. Rabbit hole real quick. Yeah, it looks like two kids electrocuting ice. Yeah, they have more electrocution videos. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, this is cool.
Are you watching the video?
Yeah. They've got it in a spoon like a couple of crackheads.
That's what I was gonna say.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, so you shoot with the... Where are you shooting? What are you shooting?
The tentacle that's blocking my path to the steering wheel and also trapping Mercurius.
Like, happens to be trapping
It
Mercurius,
just happens to also be trapping him.
It's turning Pancake's dad into a pancake.
You shoot this tentacle, dealing shock damage. It's 25, but after watching a video on electrocuting marshmallows, I would say it's definitely weak against it. Maybe even more so than fire, because it essentially catches on fire, but it was like kind of from the inside, which was wild. So I'm going to say this is triple damage and does 75 points of damage to it. And this fiery tentacle just explodes and is bubbling all over the ship, which is really cool. But where the bubbling marshmallow bits land, it also kind of melts the chocolate a little bit more. So it seems like the deck is maybe getting a little less structurally sound. I would also say that because it was electric and it was coursing through the marshmallow, that Mercurius takes 25 points of damage.
Oh,
That stands to
sorry.
reason. No, I was going to ask. I was like, there's like molten marshmallow on me now. I'm probably taking damage.
Well, and you're taking the shock damage because it's like the shock is going through. So that would be double damage to your shields. So 50 points of damage,
I have 26 shields. That is now 0.
Did I just kill it?
which at that point, then you half it. So it would be 25, 26. So there would be 24 points remaining, 12. So you would take 12 health damage.
That makes sense. Okay, still got 33 HP. I'm just fine. And hey, I'm a vampire now, so I'll just eat this marshmallow squid.
Wonderful. Okay, yeah, you did that. You shot it. You exploded that tentacle. What do you want to do now?
Can I move towards the steering wheel?
Yes. Traverse, because you got to jump over molten marshmallow now.
24.
All those years of playing hopscotch paid off. And I would say that you get to the steering wheel. But maybe we stop there for your turn.
Okay.
But once you get up, you can see in the distance, to the left and to the right, 2 golden brown ships. They're heading towards you.
That's the graham crackers. It's gonna get us.
Is one on each side, so they're gonna like sandwich us together?
That's exactly how it is. There's one to the north and one to the south. They be sandwiching you. Yeah, with that, it is the squid's turn. Ooh, I rolled a 19. So the back tentacle exploded, no longer there, right? The front tentacle's still there, still on fire. Tarquin's shoulder deep into it. That one pushes down more, and the chocolate melts enough to where it breaks through and goes down to the lower deck. It crashes down, and from Good Boy's view, he sees the fiery marshmallow tentacle. It's a golden brown at this point. Come down, land, and Tarquin is in there, shaking a little bit. He gets pushed into the marshmallow a little bit more, so his face is like planted against it, and he takes 7 points of damage. And there's also chocolate now on the sides of the tentacle, splattered, melted to it, and some of the solo cups start to melt from the back. You would think like, oh, yay, that's cool, but they still are rolling forward, but almost in a creepier way of like something crawling. Like the melted plastic of the red solo cups now is like stretching forth and grabbing the ground, and then the other side of it is stretching forth and grabbing the ground and like crawling towards you rather than rolling.
So they're like zombie cups now.
Yep, exactly. Mercurius is still on the ground because he was under the tentacle, so he doesn't need to keep his footing, but the other two roll traverse checks.
Got a 13.
11.
Good Boy, you're good. Maintained. Phaleon, just under. It was a 12, so just roll me a d20. No additions.
12.
You stumble, grab the wheel. Earlier, Phil rolled for left and right, so evens, right. So you turn the wheel to the right, which is the direction that the squid is. And so the ship starts to turn towards it, and the squid is actually brought closer to the deck at that point. Like now it's pressed against the deck, and it's on fire, so its body is starting to melt against the chocolate ship. Or fuse, really, as the chocolate runs down its body. But that is its turn.
So I'm on the deck, prone. I'm no longer crushed by a tentacles.
Yeah, you're definitely covered in marshmallow.
I was thinking, since there was all that fire and electricity and stuff, the deck is probably a little melty, and there's all this cooked, crispy marshmallow around. It would be really good to take some of that marshmallow and dip it in the melty chocolate and then eat it.
Roll interact.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you heal 20 points of damage.
Holy Snopes, this is really good, you guys. You got to try this. That's going to be, oh shoot, I don't have the list of actions, but that's basically your like attack or interact. That's your main action, right?
No, that would be a side action.
A side action.
Yeah, it's kind of like a free action at that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when you do checks like that, I get mayhem points. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, I have unlimited mayhem points at this point, you guys.
You do, pretty much. Oh, what the hell else am I going to do? Just munching on chocolate. It's probably all in my mustache. Chowing down. And Tarquin and Good Boy are on the lower deck. Are we at full sail?
You are, but it's not moving. The squid is holding it in place.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe I could speed us up, but that's not happening.
Yeah, you could try. Maybe you would be able to speed up.
Hoist the mainsail.
Yeah, roll an insight, why don't you?
I'll do that. I could absolutely do that. That's another 18. Holy Snopes. Dirty 20.
Yeah, I mean, when you first looked at it, you were like, oh, yeah, the sail's going. Oh, wait, it's not down all the way. It could go faster.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna unfurl that mainsail.
Let's do a traverse check.
12 and no bonuses.
You look like a marshmallow swamp thing because you're just covered in ooey gooey marshmallow that, you know, sliding down, occasionally bubbling and like pop, pop. It just like oozes out.
God, I wish I had my Obama mask.
That's what I was thinking. Darn it. All I have is this George Bush.
Sir, there's been a second squid.
Even though you're covered in it, you get to the ropes where you can adjust the sails. Do you adjust them?
If I got time left on this turn.
You reach where you can adjust the sails, and you do, but it won't take effect immediately, right? Like,
yeah, I'm pulling on ropes and stuff like a sailor man would do.
Almost like the pull chain blinds when you like just kind of have to keep pulling them and it like slowly comes down.
Yeah.
The first time you pulled it too, you started lifting them up and then you're like, oop, wrong way, and then pulled it the other way.
Yeah, that's probably me done.
Yeah, Tarquin, go ahead.
Right, so I'm shoulder deep. No, my face is in it now, right?
Your face is right up against it. Like a cheek has mallow on it.
I guess with my free hand, I'm just going to start hacking with my sharp fan. See if I can free myself.
Do an interact check, but you get -3.
So that would be a 3.
You realize that your sharp fan was in your right hand from when you were attacking the tentacle earlier. You don't even have it on you. Like, it's inside, somewhere in the marshmallow.
So I'm just going to punch it with my other fist and get that stuck in it. And then I'll try and kick it and get my feet stuck in it. And then, I don't know, I guess just get absorbed by the marshmallow. Let's see what else I can do.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
Yeah, I'm just sort of resigning myself to the fact that I just am marshmallow now. I'm marshmallow now. Also Northern Irish by this time.
So, those surrounding ships are getting significantly closer. You're turning towards the north one. So that one is coming closer too, as well, also. The red solo cups, some of them adjust and they go and they start attacking Tarquin's leg that isn't in there. You know, like solo cups can bend. So it's almost like the mouth of the solo cup is just being like, as it does 3 points of damage to his leg. But most of them continue to roll towards Good Boy, but they barely move. They're rolling slowly. So you still feel like you have an okay distance between them. And it is your turn, Good Boy.
Should I maybe help Tarquin?
Between you and Tarquin is an ocean of red solo cups.
Okay, well, first then, I want to do a search check, I guess, to see if there's anything else down here other than the crates.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a 16 plus 2, 18.
What you notice is that on the right side of the ship, I know that there's like, aft, starboard, whatever. There's the ship terms, but I don't remember them. I always get them confused, so we're not using those. To the right side of the ship, the squid has been brought against the ship, and you see some of that chocolate melting all the way down from roof to floor. Ceiling to floor is starting to melt. You see like a couple of other wooden crates, but one kind of speaks out to you. It looks dirty, like actual dirt on it.
Okay, how close is it to me?
It's towards the solo cups. Some of them are around it and on the right side, so pretty close to the wall where the squid is.
I am going to... I want to get the cups out of the way somehow. Can I use... I want to look for something that I can use to just kind of like swat them out of the way. I guess I could just use my buzz axe.
Like the broadside of your buzz axe, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that then.
Roll interact.
Oh, gosh. That's a nat 1.
I mean, you're pretty much in arm's length of the box. They're pretty much just at the edge of that. You try to brush away some of the red solo cups with your buzz axe, and a couple of them grab it and start pulling on it, and it comes out of your hand.
Oh no. I'm going to stomp on them.
Yeah, roll an attack. Actually, first, how would we do this? Insight, maybe, or interact? It's like, you're overcoming the fear of the red solo cup.
I mean, I rolled a 17.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Okay.
You managed to summon up the courage to try and save your buzz axe by stomping on these. So now you can roll an attack.
It's a 10.
You bring your foot down and you're stomping around on a couple of them. And sure enough, they how red solo cups crack on like the two sides, opposite sides when you squish them too hard or something. Mm-hmm. That's what happens to a lot of them. Split mouths, essentially. And they tell you, you want to hear how I got these scars?
Yeah, no, I don't.
And those ones clear away from the buzz axe and the box.
Okay, well then I'm just going to pick up my buzz axe.
Okay, yeah. We will go to Phaleon.
Okay, so there's 2 graham cracker ships coming towards us.
Yes.
Our ship is being pushed into the squid still?
It's more like you're pushing into the squid. At this point, the squid is pretty much fused with the ship because it's on fire. The chocolate melted against the squid's face body.
How close are the other ships?
They are getting pretty close. Like, roll an insight.
13.
You figure it might be just a turn or two before they get to you.
Would I be able to steer the boat away from these ships?
You grab the wheel and you're kind of adjusting it, but you can tell that the squid being attached to the ship is throwing the balance of the ship off. Like, it's weighted more heavily to the right. So when you try and turn left, it doesn't go quite as sharp left as it would. When you try to go right, it almost is like tipping the boat more onto its side and kind of feels dangerous when you do that.
Can I look for anything to like kind of pry the marshmallow squid off the boat?
Yeah, roll search check.
21.
You look around and behind you, you see 2 giant graham cracker oars.
Okay, I'm going to pick up one and try and, I don't know, like scooch the squid off the boat.
Go ahead and roll interact. Nat 1?
No, it was a 2, but
Oh, but a -1?
well, I have -2 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
So 1.
So 1. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You try to pry it with one of the oars and it just sinks right into the gooey marshmallow squid. And then it turns and looks towards you. And when it does that, the graham cracker oar that's sticking out hits into you, deals 4 points of damage, and roll a traverse check.
That is 23.
It knocks you towards the edge of the ship, but you're able to catch yourself. You don't even fall over or anything dramatic. You just catch yourself. You don't go overboard. Good job.
Thank you.
With that, we'll go to the squid. Ooh, that's an 18. Oh my goodness, I rolled a 19. Okay, yep. I was on the fence about something. Rolled an 18 and then a 19, so bad shit happens. The tentacle that has Tarquin, it's on the lower deck. It continues to go through the ship and goes all the way through the bottom. And so now the front half of the ship severs and sinks into the water. The whole entire boat leans forward and is starting to fill up with water pretty quickly. A lot of floating cups. Some of the crates spill out and are floating in the water. Some of them sink. And then Tarquin is now underwater. Well, actually, no. Everybody roll a traverse check, except for Tarquin.
12.
Nat 20.
11.
Phaleon stumbles forward and off of the upper deck and towards the water. You're kind of like sliding towards the water. Everybody else manages to keep upright, except for Tarquin, of course, who is still trapped in the marshmallow squid's tentacle and completely submerged in water.
Living my best life.
But of course. So with that, we will go to Mercurius.
I'm on the deck, the half of the ship that's not submerged.
Yep. It is heavily slanted downward towards the water. The squid is still attached to it and maybe like off-centered now as well, not standing straight up type of thing.
Is Phaleon falling past me? Can I try and catch?
Yeah, that's great.
Try and grab onto Phaleon?
Yeah, you can roll a interact or a traverse, either way you want to do it.
Okay, let's call that... Ooh, it's not going to be great. Let's call it interact. I'm better at that. It's 11.
I'll let Phaleon roll interact check too.
12.
Yeah, Phaleon's sliding past you. You've lowered the sails at this point. Now that's useless. But as she slides by you, you reach down a marshmallow hand, and your hand doesn't quite reach her, but she reaches out too and touches the marshmallow and gets stuck to the marshmallow. And then it like, as she slides past and there's that resistance, the marshmallow kind of stretches a little bit, but then reaches the point of tension where it's holding like a little bit of a rope.
Awesome.
Your guys' hands are kind of stuck together at that point. Almost like you're handcuffed together. You've got marshmallow handcuffs.
Oh boy, this is going to turn into a very funny comedy. What now? I was thinking it'd be fun to search for some ping pong balls to throw in the solo cups. See if that does anything, but that's kind of a stretch. I don't know. There's crates below deck, but now the ship's at a 45-degree angle. I don't know what to do. What do I have? Grenades. I could shoot the squid. I could just brace for impact. Do we start climbing back up toward the steering wheel would be the high point, right?
Yeah.
This is just like the Titanic. This is terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna say start climbing back up toward the steering wheel. What is the technical term for the steering wheel of a big ship?
I think it's a helm.
There you go. That sounds right. Called it. Okay, climbing toward the helm. Seems like a safe bet.
Okay, roll a traverse check.
Traversing. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice. Probably because you're covered in marshmallow still, it feels fairly easy, like you're Spider-Manning your way up it because you just stick to the chocolate. What once was a disadvantage is now an advantage.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, and Phalion's moving right along with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you get up there, and I would say, yeah, are you going to the helm, or are you going like to the very back of the ship to be on like the highest point?
Yeah, we're climbing to the high point, getting to the high ground.
Yeah, you reach that, and I would say that's probably your turn.
And we could give them like what do the musicians say on the Titanic? Gentlemen, it has been a privilege and an honor to whip out a fiddle and start playing whatever that song was that they were playing.
Nearer my God to thee, isn't it?
That's right. It is that. Okay. Yep. Very good. Very good call.
And with that, we go to Tarquin, who is submerged in the water, 3 of his limbs inside of this tentacled marshmallow beast.
Right. So I've got 4 grenades in my pack. If I pull the pin on one of them, that will explode all of them and me and it and hopefully the boat. Bye.
Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Yeah, roll all 4 of the grenades damage. What kind of grenades are they?
They are rare rubberized radioactive double ashen. They've got 1 square knockback, another I've just written another D6, and I get +3 to my roll.
Oh, yeah, so they explode twice.
Oh, excellent. Right, so 13 on the first explosion.
Okay, and then the next.
16 on the second explosion.
Yeah. Yeah. You pull the pin on one of them, it explodes, and almost instantaneously, the other 3 explode with it, dealing 13 points of damage. Limbs come detached from you, metal and flesh. You're kind of pushed away from the explosion, and then it explodes again, and you're pushed even further away. Let's roll for a direction. D4. Actually, roll me a D20. You just roll me a luck D20. So no additions.
19.
As luck would have it, the first explosion pushes you out of the tentacle. The second explosion propels you upwards towards the sinking ship, and you land on the lower deck amid all of those red solo cups. You take 23 points of damage to your health instead of your shields because, you blew yourself up. Oh, also they're radioactive, so they penetrate shields. They ignore shields.
They do.
But there you are, kind of bleeding out on the chocolate deck.
Been there many a time.
And then the red solo cups.
Wait, hang on. Was the squid in any way bothered by what I just did?
Sorry, yes. Well, that's a great point. Hey, you know what? Yeah, my bad. All right. That first explosion severed that tentacle, and it had been resting by some of the other tentacles, so it damaged a lot of the other tentacles that it had. In fact, the heat and the radiation actually fused a couple of those tentacles together.
Okay, that's good. Just as long as it wasn't a pointless endeavor.
Oh, now we can't eat it, though. It's all irradiated.
Oh, dang it. Way to fuck it up, Tarquin.
Sorry.
But then once the red solo cups are in the water floating, they just float. They no longer have any control of where they go, and they just seem like normal cups that aren't alive. The other ships are closing in on you very, very close. Good Boy may be the only one that might get to act here, but it is Good Boy's turn.
I'm going to try to open the box.
Roll and interact.
16 plus 2, 18.
Nice. Yeah, you open the box.
What's in the box?
And you see...
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Yep, you see Gwyneth Paltrow's head right in there.
What a consolation prize.
Yeah. You see bags of fertilizer and dirt.
Is it Dracula?
No, it's dirt. I'm gonna dump it out, I guess.
Like tip it on its side type of thing to dump it out?
Yeah.
And I would say, like, it's not all the way full with it. It's, like a third of the way full. So just a few bags in there.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a interact check.
It's a 3 plus 2, so 5.
You don't manage to tip it over.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. Are the bags open?
No, sealed. They're like burlap sacks, kind of. Sewn shut at the top.
Okay. I'm going to try to open one then.
As you reach down to grab one of the bags, you feel a hand push you on your back and another hand flip your legs up, and you go into the box. You are significantly bigger than the box, but it is weird because it feels almost like you shrink as you go into the box. You look up and you see the chocolate deck and holes in the chocolate deck, and you can see the sky above, gray, stormy clouds. And then the lid goes on the box, and you hear something go on top of the box.
Oh, man. I'm going to try to get out, I guess.
Roll an interact check.
It's a 13 plus 2.
You aren't able to actually get out, but when you are trying, one of your fingers pushes through the wood, and now you have a little peephole that you can see out of.
Okay. I'm going to look at it.
By the time that you've done this, you are floating in the water, and the hole that you can see through, you can see the ship. You see the marshmallow squid fuse to this chocolate ship, and these two graham cracker ships come and they collide together and form an ooey gooey, perfect looking marshmallow. It extinguishes the fire, and there's a couple of blackened spots where it got burnt too much, but there's a surprising amount of golden browned marshmallow bits, and you can see coming out of the marshmallow, you can see Phaleon and Mercurius at one end kind of stuck together, chocolate pouring down them. You can see one leg of Tarquin kind of wiggling, and the rest of him is smashed into it. You can see Captain Legpeg. He says, "I'm still here. I'll go down with this ship and me squid."
Oh.
And you start to float away from all of that. And then you start to sink.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I was kidnapped by a box.
And as you sink downward more and more, the light coming through that hole and through the cracks in the crate fade more and more, and it is complete darkness again. You can still feel the sides of the box, but from outside of the box, you hear a voice.
Did you know that human teeth are the only body part that can't heal themselves?
No. Is it just human teeth?
You ask that, but you don't get an answer. And then you hear another voice from the other side of the box.
Squids happen to be, I don't know about marshmallow squids, but normal squids are aristocrats because they have blue blood.
Huh. I was going to say, that's just another reason why I don't trust them.
You hear that, and then from another side of the box, you hear...
Did you know that the fourth funnel on the Titanic wasn't actually connected to an engine? They just put it there to make the ship look bigger.
That's not surprising. It's probably why it sank, honestly. The fourth funnel dragged it down. Am I missing trivia night or something?
And then you hear another voice from the last remaining side of the box, and it says, "Yarg, did you know that lemons float but limes sink?"
I did actually know that one.
Yarg, oh shit. Okay, well, how about people once ate arsenic to improve their skin?
Oh, I didn't know that was a side effect. I've just been eating it, for fun.
And that's why your skin looks so fabulous.
Yeah.
And then with that, we look out as we see this box sinking deeper and deeper into the ocean, into the darkness, into a blood red eye that opens beneath.
Can you see?
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Probably a nice little reprieve from the darkness. No, that was super dark. It was super dark for Good Boy.
Yeah, cups and marshmallows.
And squids.
And squids, yeah.
Oh my.
End of the episode here. Let's do some frivolous facts since we didn't do them at the beginning. A frivolous fact about New Albion is that river, the Richard River, does flow all the way to the ocean. And so New Albion has a fleet of explorers. They go out and they explore and they try to, colonize essentially because they're pieces of shit. You know what I'm talking about, Phil.
Yeah, right. Hashtag not my empire.
But each of their ships is named after a... Oh, shoot.
Pizza topping.
Okay, perfect. Yep, thank you. The pepperoni, the sausage. The pineapple was one that some people disputed and said it shouldn't be sent out, and some people said it should. Very divisive ship.
We got the SS Anchovy, Marinara.
Tarquin was actually at the sinking of the pineapple. It was voted out of the fleet.
They scuttled it.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Phil. I play Tarquin Britstone. A frivolous fact about Tarquin is that he believes in werewolves.
Ooh, okay. Great. I mean, that's not that far-fetched here in, a fantasy-type world.
Do they exist? Fair enough. Okay, but the basis for this belief is that he saw a person walk behind a wall and then a dog came out the other side and he was convinced it was the same person.
So when they turn into a wolf, in quotes, they're like an actual dog or wolf. Like, what kind of dog was it even? A corgi?
No, it was one of them fucking fluffy, yappy pieces of shit, like a Bichon Frise or some wanky combination, like a Dalmoodle or something.
Hi, I'm Kimberly. I played Phaleon. A frivolous fact about Phaleon is she is obsessed with the moon and possibly moons, because I don't know how many moons are in this world.
Moons.
She's obsessed with the moons.
Very different distances, though, because some of them are super small and some of them are bigger. And sometimes you can't see them. Like, they just are behind you. So stupid. No, I was going to say, like, sometimes the orbit of another planet or something appears and it gets sucked into that one's orbit. So like it has an there's a moon exchange program. This is dumb. Anyways,
he's up there swapping moons.
Yeah, there's multiple moons of various sizes. The fact that I almost did was that Australia is wider than the moon.
Is it?
Apparently so. But then I thought, like, well, that's not really like a our world type of thing, right? Like, it's not really a friend and foe facts that works.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Mercurius. Frivolous fact about Mercurius is that he is not very good at swimming at all. He can't swim.
Oof baboof.
All the metal parts don't help, but
he managed in this episode.
But this episode was upside down world.
Yeah, was that really him?
Am I here?
Hey, I'm Matt. I play Good Boy. A frivolous fact about Good Boy is he was once on a sitcom for 3 seasons.
Whoa.
But he didn't know that it was a sitcom. He just found like an empty apartment somewhere, and he thought that it was just like up for grabs. And everybody thought that he was just a cast member. So he just lived there for 3 seasons.
Wow.
What was his best story arc?
It was the one with the moon exchange program.
I imagine Good Boy would be very Kramer-esque in a sitcom.
I was thinking the same thing.
Partly just because that's how he is, and partly because he didn't know that they were, doing a sitcom, so he just randomly walk in.
Were they just like too afraid to tell him too because he's a big psycho?
Yeah, that was probably some of it.
And the ratings.
Yeah. And they were like, he has to be here for a reason, right?
Yeah.
He's not in the script, but then like, why else would he be here?
Yeah, I imagine that like the showrunners and everything are like, we have to get rid of the psycho, and they hired vault hunters to come and get rid of you, to kill you. But then like the first episode had aired, and the execs came in and they're like, you can't do this. Like, this is now like he has to be in it. We forbid it. Thanks, badasses, for listening. Thanks, Nerdvana Games, for making Bunkers and Badasses. They have a Kickstarter going right now for a beautiful board game. I've play tested it a couple times, and it's awesome. It's called Everbloom. They also tease something for B&B coming soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you, Kyle, for a lot of the music in this one and our theme song, Vault Hunter. If you enjoy the show, let us know. Thank you to everyone that DM'd us, chatted in the Discord, and emailed us about last episode. I'm super proud of how that turned out. Nick and the rest of the cast were incredible. I'm so freaking lucky to get to make this show with them, and I just have so much fun doing this show. I really do. And the fact that you guys are enjoying it, that all y'all are enjoying it, is mind-blowing to me. I have no words. I really don't. So thank you. If you want to continue that love, go nominate us for the Crit Awards. This is the final reminder before nominations close at the end of the month of May. So if you've been procrastinating, I know how that is, go forth and vote now for the people that are doing things you love in the TTRPG space. That could be dice makers, indie creators, actual plays, interviewers, all that stuff. You can also rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, and Podcast Addict. I didn't realize that one, or wherever else. Let us know if it's somewhere else and I haven't read yours, because I didn't realize Podcast Addict. And there's a review from over or nearly 2 years ago from Kurt, who is in our Discord, who's been very active there. Awesome person. And he said, wonderful show that makes me laugh every episode. Thank you, Kurt. Then Aramil, who is also in our Discord, wrote last month on Podcast Addict, and he wrote a review in binary. So I was like, okay, yeah, what is this review? So I pop up the translator, and it says, literally, I'm not saying that this is in French. I'm saying this in quotes right here. It says, you're a nerd in French, end quote. I'm a nerd regardless of language, Aramel. Okay. So I just love it. I love the little joke there. So thank you. I think that's awesome. I love anytime people are commenting on the show, adding reviews, and really adding reviews kind of no matter what they say, even if they're jokey ones. I think it helps our visibility. So thank you so much, Airmill and Kurt, and to everyone else who's taken the time to rate and review our show. And on Spotify, you know, there's the star ratings, and we have a pretty good star rating. I'm happy with that. So thank you. My brother-in-law, Nate, did our character art and album cover. He'd never really listened to podcasts before, but he just binged all of our episodes over the last 3 weeks and is now all caught up. Hi, Nate. But he's the one that was drawing sketches from moments that inspired him from the show as he listened. And they're awesome. They're really, really just beautiful, fun, cool. Love it. I love seeing that fan art. But then he really outdid himself. He made an insanely awesome GIF of Good Boy throwing his buzz axe at a bandit and then pulling it back by string as the bandit gets up, and it repeats the process for as long as you want to watch it. I've watched it so many times. It's amazing, and you can see that on our social media. We shared it on there. So thank you, Nate. We're all in shock and awe of everything you've done for us. Next episode should be in 2 weeks, but may be delayed a week. I got this one out on time. Woot. Work's been busy, and then also just kind of some house projects, yard projects that have been kind of delaying me. So beating me up a little bit. I'm real sore right now. And then the newest Honey Heist episode should be coming out by the end of the month. If that's delayed, then you can expect 2 of those episodes to come out in June, early June, and then late June. Promise you'll get it, though. And if you want to hear those bonus episodes, you do that by becoming an ultimate badass on our Patreon. You can find links to our Patreon, social media, Discord, the Crit Awards nomination form, and the Good Boy GIF in this episode description. That's all I got for you. So remember, badasses, change is inevitable. Badassness is optional.
Vault Hunter, I'll watch your back if you watch mine, Vault Hunter. Those bandits better run and hide. You got your 20-sided die. You got a sparkle in your eye. You got your guns. Let's get some.
Some white ooze starts to come out of it. It trembles a little and then goes and rolls off of the hill and into the water. Did I say something dumb? Why is Kimmy laughing so much?
I don't know.
Yeah, Kimmy.
What did he say?
What was it? Say. Oh, is it because of the white ooze?
Oh,
And it
dear.
consumed the pit. Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. I can't believe... I'm just disappointed that Phil and I didn't catch that. And
Literally,
say something.
all the guys didn't think
I
about
did.
it. Oh, okay.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
I got to get my mind in the gutter. Come on. step up the
Apparently
game.
so. The part that's still attached withdraws and it's spraying white. Oh gosh, nope. See, that just. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's spraying. No, I can't. I just can't. It's too much.
Just say
That
it's
feels
spraying
too
like
wrong.
marshmallow goo or something. You don't have to say what color it is.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, yeah.
I just want to do like the middle area of his face or her face.
Yeah, you see below a giant marshmallow penis on it.
Oh, no.
No, just kidding. I'll edit that out.
Of course not. It's giant marshmallow boobies. Yeah, my squid fact was the squids have blue blood. And then I was like, wait, isn't blue bloods mean you're like an aristocrat? You're a big fancy nobility guy?
I was thinking that they might have had some sort of like social structure or something. I don't know, like status. I was so confused. Or like, among other types of sea animals, they're the aristocrats. Yeah, that was a good one.
The aristocrats of the ocean. This is the Duke of the Pacific Ocean.
Ta-da! There we go. That's it. That's the end. Oh my gosh. What a silly episode.
I thought it was super hinged and not crazy at all.